Tony D and Little Jones somewhere in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Parthenope, or Parthenope. I like to say Parthenope, but I think it's Parthenope, starring Gary Oldman, about a hot chick who's walking around and distracting every guy she meets, and then decides to get railed by two dudes. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 16 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. This movie reminds me of the movies they used to make in the 70s. It'd be these sexy movies. They were like borderline porn, but they weren't quite porn. And it would have some hot chick in it who would be very naked through most of the movie. I don't even know if there's any nudity in this, but I would be surprised if there wasn't. And so, basically, I think Gary Oldman tells her she could have anything she wants because she's so hot, and she decides to have two guys at once. It's very strange. I don't know why Hollywood is trying to push this weird trend. Seems like a really dumb thing to push, but it was written and directed by Paolo Sorrentino. It's very European, so I think it's got a different sensibility. Let's see, where's Gary Oldman in this list? Yeah, there he is. He's a cast member, so it ain't an extended cameo. He's an actual cast member. He's third on the list. Everybody else appears to be Italian. Yeah, all the other names appear to be Italian. Um, so I think that's probably how they got Gary Oldman to be in this movie, because he basically got to go to Italy for 3 months and get paid for it. He, of course, is doing his own thing, doing a character. It's completely different from other characters. Um, but it's, you know, it, I don't want to completely dismiss it. From the acclaimed director of The Great Beauty and Hand of God, it's about a woman she's super hot, and she's using her sexuality to do whatever the hell she wants. And Gary Oldman knows her deal because he's an older guy and he's seen it before, but even he is not immune to her charms, I think. Um, and then for some reason, there's a protest scene. I'm not sure why. Looks like the whole thing was shot in Italy. If I had to guess what this movie was about, first act, she is this smoking hot chick who just dances around the piazza in her bikini all the time, and everybody's falling all over themselves to be with her. And she uses guys, and Gary Oldman, I don't know, he's friends with her, he knows her family, and he knows her deal kind of, but he's sort of playing with fire too. And she is just doing whatever the F she wants to do. So she wants to do two guys at once, so she does that. And there's guys that are in love with her, so much so that they are willing to do that. Here, the hotel manager asks her to leave, and she just laughs it off, and the other guests say, "Oh, if she leaves, we'll all leave. Ha ha ha." So I'm not sure if she goes for Gary Oldman. Maybe it's a love story between them. I kind of think not. I don't get that vibe from it. So second act, maybe she's doing all this wild stuff, and then Gary Oldman is sort of her mentor. And in the end, I don't know. It's a European movie. It could end a million different ways. Could end with the movie just ending. That's like a 70s thing. It just ends. She just goes, she's just doing what she's done throughout the movie, and that's it. It could end in some dramatic moment where the two guys kill each other over her, or one kills the other, one goes to jail, one dies. Gary Oldman, realizes how toxic she is, and just walks away. I mean, the more interesting thing is to end it in a tragic way. So she ends up, teasing everybody and ends up with no one. Maybe. Would I see it? I wouldn't pay to see it. Let's put it that way. This is the kind of movie I would go, well, she is super hot, but I really, I don't know if I want to see a movie about her so much as I want to see the scenes where she's naked and that's about it. So maybe she's in love with one or both of the guys and there's going to be some drama, and then in the end she probably picks no one, would be my guess. Let's read the write-up. Nothing here, so we'll go to the IMDb. Weird name, though. How the heck do you even spell it? Got to get the spelling here. Parthenope. Parthenope, I think is the way it's pronounced. Parthenope is a woman who bears the name of her city. Is she a siren or a myth? Oh, so we're going to play that game. Director and writer Paolo Sorrentino. I mean, there's not a lot to go on. Here's the old guy who's going to make a joke at her expense or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't see it. I mean, if I wanted to see it, well, I shouldn't completely dismiss it because Gary Oldman is in it. Man, when Gary Oldman's interesting in everything he's in. So at the very least, I would watch some of it. I definitely would catch it on streaming. I don't think it would intrigue me enough to watch the whole thing. I think the moment Gary Oldman leaves the screen and she's got clothes on, I'm just like, what am I doing? Probably zoom through half the movie, but yeah, I don't know, man. Parthenope. Am I saying that right? That's another thing, screenwriters. I don't think you want to have a name like that for your movie. It's a very European movie. It's not in English. Part of it's in English. I assume the rest is in Italian. Maybe Greek. Might be Greek. I don't know. It's the kind of movie I think people watch, and they want to feel arty. Oh, I watched this art movie. There's a lot of nudity in that, wasn't there? Yeah, it was very tastefully done. Very tastefully done. So it's a way to see boobies and look smart. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. We're going to wrap it here for the evening. Thanks for tuning in. Saturday, I will be at the Northfield Flea Market. That's in Northfield, New Jersey, at the Community School. It's at 2000 New Road. I memorized the address because Community School was too vague for the GPS. Anyhow, hope to see you there. We'll see you